If you've been noticing strange behavior from your car, like jerking, hesitation when accelerating, or worse fuel economy, it could be your mass airflow sensor acting up. You step on the gas, and the engine feels like it's struggling to breathe. Or maybe the idle is rough, your fuel economy has dipped, or the check engine light is on for no apparent reason. All signs could point to a dirty mass airflow sensor. And in this video, we're going to show you 5 ways to clean your MAF sensor without taking it apart, the symptoms to look for, and how to make sure that the mass airflow sensor is actually your problem. The MAF sensor is one of the most overlooked parts in your engine bay, but it plays a big role. It's responsible for measuring the amount of air entering your engine, and your car's computer uses that data to calculate how much fuel to inject. If it gets dirty or covered in grime or gunk, it begins to send the wrong readings to your ECU, which then messes up your air-fuel mixture, and your engine suffers, resulting in poor performance. The good news is, cleaning it is easier than you might think. No need to remove the sensor, no need for fancy tools. I'll show you exactly how to clean it without removing it in 5 simple ways. But first, before we dive into the how-to part, let's quickly run through the symptoms that can tell you if a dirty MAF sensor is what's actually causing your car to act up. Like I said, the MAF sensor calculates the amount of air entering your engine. If it sends bad data, your car compensates by adjusting fuel delivery, usually in the wrong direction. So, what are the symptoms of a dirty or failing mass airflow sensor? First, hesitation or jerking during acceleration, especially when you press the gas. Similar to what you will experience when a throttle body gets clogged with dirt. 2. Rough or uneven idle. Your RPMs may dip or bounce while at a stop. 3. Poor fuel economy. You'll notice you're refueling more often than usual. 4. Trouble starting or stalling after starting. 5. The check engine light comes on sometimes with codes like P0100, P101, or P171. If your engine is running lean or rich, there's a good chance the MAF sensor is to blame. Quick note before we continue. These symptoms can also appear with a bad air filter, dirty throttle body, or spark plug issues. Make sure you've ruled those out too. Now let's jump into the 5 ways to clean your MAF sensor without removing it. Number 1. Using an MAF sensor cleaner spray. This is the easiest and most recommended method. And yes, it works, without having to remove the sensor. Grab a dedicated mass airflow sensor cleaner. CRC makes one that's trusted by mechanics. Make sure it says MAF safe on the label. Do not use the throttle body or brake cleaner for this. They are too strong and might damage the sensor. Here's what you do. Turn off the engine and let it cool completely. Locate your MAF sensor. It's usually right after your air filter box connected to your intake hose. Unplug the electrical connector, but don't remove the sensor itself. Open the air filter box or loosen the hose to expose the sensor through the housing. Spray 10 to 15 short bursts of the cleaner directly onto the sensor wires inside the housing. Don't touch the sensor or insert anything into it. Let the spray do the work. Allow it to dry for at least 15 minutes before plugging the connector back in. This method alone can restore accurate readings and fix your engine's performance. Number 2. Using isopropyl alcohol with a spray bottle. Let's say you can't find MAF cleaner and need a DIY solution that still gets the job done. High purity isopropyl alcohol, 90% or higher, can work in a pinch. What to do? Just like before, unplug the electrical connector and open the air filter housing to get visual access to the sensor. Fill a clean spray bottle with the alcohol. Do not soak or flood the sensor. Spray gently across the sensor area, holding the bottle about 6 inches away. Let the alcohol evaporate completely. Do not touch the sensor with anything. Once dry, reconnect the connector and close the intake. It's not as effective as the real cleaner, but still removes a good amount of grime and residue. Number 3. Compressed air blast. Now, this is more about dust removal than deep cleaning, but it works well if your sensor is clogged with light particles or pollen. Here's how. With the engine off, unplug the connector and open up the airbox or loosen the intake hose. Use a can of compressed air with a fine nozzle. Spray in quick, short bursts around the MAF sensor housing to dislodge loose dust. Avoid touching or poking the sensor. Never use high-pressure air. This won't clean sticky residue, but it helps prevent buildup and keeps airflow smooth. Number 4. Electrical contact cleaner. If you don't have MAF spray but have some electrical contact cleaner, that works too. Just make sure it's non-residue and safe for plastic and sensitive electronics. Here's what to do. Locate and unplug the MAF sensor connector. Open the air intake hose or air filter box to get visibility. Spray short bursts onto the sensor's hot wires. Let it air dry completely. Do not blow dry or wipe. Once dry, reconnect everything and restart the car. This method is solid and safe when done carefully, and it removes light oils or moisture that might affect the sensor. Number 5. Using a fuel system cleaner additive. While this doesn't clean the MAF sensor directly, it improves the overall air-fuel combustion process and reduces carbon buildup. Here's how to do it. Add a bottle of a fuel system cleaner like Chevron Techron or Lucas Fuel Treatment to a full gas tank. Drive normally, the cleaner works over time by removing deposits from injectors, combustion chambers, and intake components. Cleaner fuel means fewer contaminants passing through the intake system, helping your MAF sensor stay clean longer. If this video helped you, give it a like and hit that subscribe button so you don't miss what's coming next. Before you go, be sure to watch our other video here about what happens when you actually remove and clean your MAF sensor, and whether replacing it might be a better fix in certain cases. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.